Hi there everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title of this video, we have some of the new APEX irons from Callaway to take a look at. We've got three new models here in the Ai200, Ai300 and also the lovely new Ti Fusion iron. So we're going to talk you through what each of these golf clubs is designed to do, who they're aimed at, and also we're going to put them through their paces in here. So let's start with the APEX 200 and 300 irons, and more specifically 300. So this is your kind of game improvement iron, pretty much designed to replace the APEX DCB, so the deep cavity back. Callaway is saying the Ai300 is their most complete game improvement iron, okay? With a 455 face cup, gives them outstanding power across the face, so if we don't hit it out the center, we're gonna get some fantastic ball speed there. It's very, very consistent speed, spin, and dispersion, and optimized flight. So basically there's a MIM weight in there, which helps with the CG to give kind of the best launch window in there as well. When we move to the 200, this is more of your player's distance iron. So they are meticulously designed for pure feel, power, and consistency, and this kind of elegant looking hollow body blends performance and precision in what Callaway are saying is their most complete player's distance iron. Again, they've got the premium look and feel. I think these look fantastic when in that playing position. Slightly thinner top line compared to the 300. So in the Ai200, we have a slightly heavier 100 gram dynamic gold mid shaft, and in the 300 we have the 90 gram one in there as well. So slight differences in the shaft because they're designed for slightly different golfers. Now the iron that I did get to hit a few with, but not that many, was the APEX Ti Fusion. I think this is an iron that's going to excite quite a few of you, particularly those who love a bit of technology and love a bit of a story in a golf club. Designers at Callaway thought that in that sort of 10th anniversary of APEX that they should really pull out all the stops and design an APEX iron that is going to basically do whatever they want to do. So they're kind of given free rein to explore new technologies and kind of do lots of different things to this iron and almost not really care about how expensive this iron was going to be. And as you can imagine, we'll get onto the prices at the end of the video, but this is going to come at a bit of a cost. So the superior materials have been used for unmatched performance. The titanium obviously has been used in here, hence the name of Ti Fusion, and a very different and kind of proprietary way of welding the two or fusing the two together. So it's got a steel body and obviously a titanium face, which the two different materials don't particularly like going together. You can see the finish is very different to the rest of the APEX family. It doesn't have that badging in the back of it, so it's a premium DLC finish. It's aimed at a player that's probably a slightly better ball striker. It's kind of towards that APEX Pro kind of player. And if we were to go down the line of the numbers that they've used in Ai200, 300, this is probably like a 250, so it's slightly smaller and more compact than the 200 and kind of more akin to APEX Pro. So it's going to be your player that is quite a decent ball striker that kind of wants an iron really that looks a little bit nicer. So we've already hit some on the Trackman in here, so we've got data with all these irons, but we're going to save that till a little bit later. For now, we're going to head out onto the golf course. I've got full sets of all of these irons, so we're going to get out here at Howley, put them through their paces, play a few holes, and really give you kind of an all-round synopsis of what each of these irons is going to do, but also we're going to talk a little bit about how they fit in with the current APEX family too. So come and have a look on the golf course. So this is the second time, as I said, that I've taken these two irons, the Ai200 and 300, out on the golf course. And it's kind of reaffirmed what I saw in St Andrews when trying them. So the 300 comes off quite low spin and quite flat launch for me, to be honest, which I quite like. So when you're trying to hit those little knockdown ones, it's quite windy today. We're in a little sheltered spot here, so you can't really hear it, but we've had to kind of, you know, turn a few into the wind to stop them from moving and, you know, hit a few that have kind of gone on the wind as well. And it's been quite easy to manipulate that with both of these models. I do prefer the 200 over the 300 purely because it's a little bit sleeker and smaller, but I have fallen in love with this. So the Ti Fusion iron, yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's, you know, premium components and design, but it's such a fun golf club to use. You can hit lots of different shapes with it. I've hit it off a few different lies. Like I say, it's been windy, so I've hit a few sort of punches and little hooky ones with it when I'm needed to, and it literally does everything that I want it to do. It's probably the most fun I've had hitting an iron for a long time, to be honest, and having a full set of them, being able to hit lots of different shots around the course here, they're so forgiving as well, and the ball speed you get off the face is very, very impressive. But let's have a bit of a look at what we found when hitting them on the Trackman. So as I said, before we went out to the golf course, we hit some shots on the Trackman in here in the Performance Centre at Howley Hall Golf Club. Let's see how we got on. So let's start with Ai300, okay? So the most forgiving, highest launching iron in the range. Well, we can see, actually, I've hit it the lowest out of all three irons. And this, to be honest, this tends to be something that happens to me, really. All the high launching ones, I tend to hit them quite low with not enough spin. If we look at the distances, the total distance between all three of the models there is very, very close together. So the 300's gone that little bit further, obviously slightly stronger lofted when we compare it to 200, and then the Ti Fusion we can see in there as well. So in terms of carry distance, 196-ish with Ai300. You see the 200 goes a bit higher for me. Ball speeds pretty much identical across them all. Ti Fusion just edging it on that. And spin rate a little bit lower in 300. But we can see in terms of the dispersion here as well with all three irons, all very, very good. What we saw outside was obviously that the Ai300 extremely forgiving. I actually found out there as well that, and to be honest, in St Andrews when I hit a few shots with the 200, that I got quite a low launching and spinning ball flight, which was great for the links golf that we're playing up there. Might not be great for some of you out there, but certainly the dispersions that we see here are quite tight on the shots that we've hit. And you know, I've been doing other club reviews over the last few days and been trying very similar irons from other manufacturers and not found the sort of quality and precision that I've seen in the Apex range here as well. They feel amazing off the club face, and certainly when we get onto the Ti Fusion iron. Let's talk about that kind of separately. So we can see in terms of the height, it's sort of in between the two. We're getting really good ball speed at 134 miles an hour, which is pretty quick for a 7 iron, yes, with 30.5 degrees, so we'd expect it to be kind of 6 iron-y sort of ball speed, which is what we're getting. Nice sort of low spin there as well. But we can see in terms of across the board there, the club speeds are pretty consistent. So, you know, it is the technology in the golf club that is giving us that little bit of extra ball speed and overall sort of distance, really, when we're looking at the performance here. With that, we're going to talk price, okay? So the Ai200 and 300 are going to be very similar price to what we've seen in the APEX MB, CB and Pro that are out at the minute. So you're looking about £1,100 probably for a 7 iron set. The Ti Fusion, they are going to be about £300 per club. So you're going to be looking about 2,100 quid for a set 4 to pitching wedge, which straight away I can hear people on the other end of this video up in arms already. But Callaway have put a lot of R&D and a lot of tech into here, and particularly the titanium aspect to it. They've designed a completely new technology to fuse the face and the rest of the head together without losing ball speed, which not many companies have been able to do. So they do come at a price. Let us know what you think. I know you're going to hate the price, but tell us what you think about the iron. Is it one that you consider buying? Is it one that you are looking forward to trying? Because many of you should be out there, particularly if you're a decent player and want that little bit more distance and also the forgiveness. But yeah, keep watching the content here on the channel to help you play more, play better, and we'll see you all soon.